Hey guys, it's me, Spencer. Hope everybody's doing well this week. A little bit different, a little bit rough, but that's all right. That's all right. Um, Today I wanted to talk to you about. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sexuality. It's something that's really. Uh, it kind of always plagues on my mind, and always it's something I'm always thinking about. And that's because, like most human beings on the planet, sorry, my hair's a little rough right there. Um, I want to be in love and I want to love. And I think, I deserve that right as much as anybody else. And the truth of the matter is right now at this point in time in my life, I am in love. But one thing I'm learning is, for me, from my perspective, what I'm observing is that when you're a gay male or female, whatever, it's it's a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit more difficult, and I say that because um, it's several things. Um, I feel like the person I like now, who I have really strong feelings for. When I like somebody, I try to look for qualities that like I don't want just a fun time, but like lifelong qualities. And the person that I really like now, I see a lot of qualities that really just motivate me and inspire me. And that's one of my favorite things why I like being around this person so much, because they inspire me and motivate me so much. Um, but it's hard to also deal with the reality that I may not end up with them. It's something that really has been plaguing my mind for a really, really, really long time. And I say that because it's frustrating, because this has kind of happened in my life like three times. It's been maybe three people that I really feel like, they I've always focused on career. I've always focused on my career and things I want. I knew I didn't want to get married poor or broke. I want to get married with a good, strong foundation so that um, I could be able to give my family and my children a life I've always dreamed of and not necessarily had myself. I'm a blessed person, but there's still things, hardships I saw happen with my parents, and I don't want my kids to go through that. Um, and so it's it's several things. It's frustrating to think, I don't, you don't want to just have a crush on somebody, and especially I feel weak liking when I have a crush or have feelings for somebody who identifies as straight, because I don't want to waste my time or my emotional investments in somebody that I can't have. To me, that seems pointless, And so, and then it just brings up a whole wheel of emotions. It's like, God, why do you make me this way? And I'm a Christian, and I grew up in a strong Christian background, and spent a lot of time in church, and I was a pastor myself. I know where the church's stance is on that, and it's frustrating because it's something you can't talk about. You can't just, in church you can talk about anything. People can give you the testimonies and say whatever. They used to drink, they used to do alcohol, they used to do all these horrible things. But when you talk about that, people get real quiet. People get really awkward, and so it's an issue I can't talk about in my life. I can't talk about it with my friends. I can't talk about it with my family because it makes them uncomfortable, because it is different and they don't know what to say. They just kind of know how to reference the Bible, And for a long time, I was kind of one of those people. I struggled with it because I knew what the Bible said, and then all my life people kept telling me, I don't want to get too specific, but someone always told me, I always seen the spirit in you. You need to fix it. And I was like, well, how do I fix it? I don't know how to. I don't know how to fix it. And at the time, I didn't know there was anything wrong with me, and there's not anything wrong with me. Um, and then, even in church, I remember a couple of times I went to the altar and admitted it, and what proceeded was some of the most humiliating and degrading things in my entire life. I've shared it in past videos, but I had to go to pretty much a pray the gay away kind of counseling, and it was the most embarrassing, humiliating thing I've ever gone through in my life. And I pray nobody else has to go through that. Um, I feel like And in the church world, it's kind of like if you do it, you're gonna go to hell. If I lie about it, then I'm lying to myself, and lying to myself, I'm gonna go to hell. And if I admit, there's this issue, then as most people tell me, even now, well, maybe you're meant to be alone. Maybe you're meant to. That's not right. When you going home, it really makes me angry when people give me that advice. And it's like, but you're going home to somebody. You're going home, to love somebody. And I'm just supposed to be by myself. And the church people are supposed to do what? Give me a hug? What? That's not. That really makes me mad when people say that. And then I hate that sometimes even in my own life, I wish there was a peel or like a wand you could wave and you could be straight and I could find the girl of my dreams and we would get married and get to experience the wedding and having children and all of these things, but it's not going to happen. It's just, as far back as I can remember, this is the way I am, this is the way I've been, this is the way I'll be. And I've made peace with that. And since I have made peace with that, I feel a lot closer and more connected to God. But then again, and I'm getting back to the whole, relationship side of it. But then again, it's also like I hate how even the media and everybody has that word, how they pumped it up. And so it's like when you see a character on TV, 9 times out of 10 that's gay, it's going to be some, hey girl, like over the top kind of, fashionista, type of girl. Let me tell you, kind of, and that's not how it is at all. Not all gay men are like that, and that's not fair. That's how we're portrayed, and I hate the term coming out. God, I hate it. I hate it when celebrities come out and you see them plastered all over magazines, and it's like, I'm gay. I came out, and I just feel like it makes it so much harder for people like me, and I don't know. I'm still learning and growing in it, and again, it's like I said, it's not anything I'm able to talk about, and so any information I've got has almost kind of been self knowledge or self education. Um, Last year, I went to Pride for the first time, and that completely changed my whole perspective on everything. Because I felt like when I first came out, I was in church, so a lot of people were like, "Don't talk about this. You're gonna go to hell. Keep it to yourself," and which was killing me inside. And then I felt like and it still does happen. A lot of gay people, even if I'm trying to connect with them, they see, I don't know, they judge me and they think I'm this conservative kind of guy. And oh my gosh, I have a live viewer. Hey, Karen. But you have all these people look at me and think I'm just this conservative guy, so then they judge you. And it's like they turn their nose up at you. And it's just like, it's just not fair. It's like, how do you win in this thing? I'm just trying to make it from day to day. And then it goes back to, like I said, so you have all these feelings you're already struggling with. And then, like at work, I feel like I have to overcompensate when people find out I'm gay because they think, oh man, he's soft. He can't do anything. He can't do masculine things. He can't work with tools. And I feel very uneasy when I'm around a group of other guys because I feel like that's playing on my mind. And I know how to do electrical work. I know how to do woodwork. I know how to do carpentry. I know how to do all these different things. But it's like when I get around other guys, I just kind of almost go stupid because I feel so intimidated and so insecure because I feel like, again, I have to overcompensate to show that I'm not just some weak gay male. And that's so frustrating for me. But back to the other thing. So it's like you have these souls. I'm so frustrated because I feel like I connect with these souls on such a deep level, a spiritual level, on an emotional level. And I love to be um, mentally stimulated. I love that. That is the greatest feeling to me. And so it's like you meet these people, you connect with them, and then the feelings start. And then it's like, it's almost like on the outside looking in. And it's God, it's crucial. And then you bring in the fact that you got to watch these people you feel like you're close to and that you potentially have these feelings of loving for or being in love with them, and you got to watch them go and be with somebody else. It just sucks so much, and it's just like this wheel, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't. I guess you just gotta kind of gotta have faith and see where it goes. At the same time, try not to embarrass or play yourself, but It's frustrating. God, it's so frustrating. And I don't know. Maybe there's other people out there. There has to be there. I know I'm not the only one who feel the same way and share these same viewpoints. And it's I watched. It's even people in my life now that I can't tell them you know, I'm gay because if I say that, I know they're going to walk away from me. I know they're going to abandon me. And people say, well, if they abandon you, good, you don't need them in your life. Yeah, that's true at the same time. But when it's somebody you love, it's hard to just let them go. And then it's hard that, you know, you have to say the words, I'm not good enough. And that's what I feel like so much. Like, I'm not good enough. And I don't know how to, I don't know how to break it. I don't know how to break the cycle. I just know at this point in my life, I want love and I want to be loved and I want to give love just like anybody else. I'm seeing all my friends get, get relationships and, fall in love and get married and have kids and even, have people to fight with and, you know, people that they can love and whatnot. And, I just feel like I don't have any of those things and I don't know how to get them. I don't. And I'm putting myself out there I'm not going to prostitute myself. I'd never do that. But I don't know if you have any advice. Please feel free to leave comments, leave tips or whatnot. And it's more than just loving yourself. I love myself. I do. It's just some things I don't know how to figure out. I don't know how to beat. I don't know how to win. I don't. I don't. I don't know. So that's my video today. Just kind of talking about you know uh, sexuality and where I am in the process and what's going on with my life. Other than that, I've had a really great week. It's been a really good week. It has. It's been awesome. Um, I can't complain. Work has been pretty good. Um, we'll talk more about that next week. We'll talk more about work next week. But life is filled with ups and downs and twists and turns, and we just gotta keep the faith and keep moving forward. And so this week that's what we're talking about. Just again, sexuality and I'm sure all these things will be resolved, and I'm really hoping, by the end of the year to be in a relationship with the person I want. And so, if it's up to me, I've already decided. I've already made my mind. I've decided. I've resolved. I know what I want. And so, um, all you can do is rest in that, and whatever happens, we'll see. I'm hoping again at the end of the year they'll be doing a video showing you the person, and all that good stuff and all that happiness and joy. All right, so that's it for this week. I know again it kind of just seems like rattling. The whole point of all these videos though was just to let other people know, you're not alone in this thing in life, and that we're all in this thing together. And like I always say, I'm gonna keep trying, and you keep trying, and you don't give up, and I won't give up. Sometimes it's so hard, but we're all in this together. Oh, and by the way, I deleted last week's video. I made it. I took it off. I'm probably gonna put it back up. But everything that I was talking about in that video, forgiveness and whatnot, me and that person, we got on the good foot. We resolved it. They apologized to me. I apologized to them, and moving forward. And so I'll probably post that video up with this one. But anyway, you guys be good, make smart decisions, and think safety. I always tell people that. And we'll talk next week, all right? Bye.